I am to be back playing tennis and to be playing so well, especially. So it's really great to get back into a form of the life that we had before, and yeah, I'm just really happy to be back and playing. You know, just tweaking my game up and improving certain things is just gonna get me going further and further. I feel like I've definitely improved over the last couple of years, and I really don't want to just kind of stop here. I want to keep working and keep improving. It's definitely super cool. You know, part of my family is from St. Petersburg, so you know, I have a lot of love for the city. I feel it's such a beautiful city, so it's great to be back. Of course, we can't go out and sightsee, but it's amazing to be at the tournament, and definitely a very, very tough field. So I'm very, very excited to get started in the tournament. Very tricky first match, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so that was Denis Shapovalov, who of course was supposed to be playing Sam Querrey in his opening round, but unfortunately Querrey has had to withdraw from the tournament and has been replaced by the lucky loser Viktor Troitsky. So that is who the number 2 seed will take on. And of course the number 5 seed that you can see there is Stan Wawrinka. And Stan Wawrinka is, of course, our final match of the day out on centre court. He is up against Dan Evans, and it should be an absolute belter to finish things off here on day one. Yeah, so that'll be starting in just a couple of minutes' time. This is what we've already seen today out on centre court. A great win for Aslan Karatsev to start things off over Tennis Sandgren, picking up just his second ever ATP main draw victory, the first of which coming all the way back in 2015, also in Russia against Mikhail Yuzhny. So a great moment for him. Then it was the turn of Alexander Bublik and Mackenzie McDonald. Bublik coming through that one after losing the opening set 6-2. But eventually finding a way through to take the third 6-4. And the match that we have just seen, Yevgeny Donskoy beating Igor Gerasimov in straight sets, 6-4, 7-6. And yeah, Stan, the number 5 seed this week, taking on Dan Evans. That'll be starting in just a couple of minutes' time. There was also, of course, a match out on court 1, which saw Cam Norrie get a really good win over Taylor Fritz, the number 8 seed. In just under 2 hours. Norrie eventually coming through 6-3 in the third, so he extends that record over Taylor Fritz to 3-2 now in the 5 matches that they've played, beaten him twice this year after getting the better of him in Delray Beach at the start of the year, also coming through in 3 sets. So a good win for Cam. As night has well and truly fallen here in St. Petersburg, just coming up to 8 o'clock in the evening. And we can head straight back into centre.
Наивысший рейтинг в одиночном разряде 28-й. St. Petersburg welcomes Daniel Evans, Great Britain. Runner-up at 2 ATP events. Current singles ranking 34. Highest singles ranking 28. Санкт-Петербург приветствует Стэн Вавринка, Швейцария. Победитель 16 турниров ATP и 3 турниров Большого шлема в одиночном разряде. Олимпийский чемпион 2008 года в парном разряде. Текущий рейтинг в одиночном разряде 18-й. Наивысший рейтинг в одиночном разряде 3-й. St. Petersburg welcomes Stan Wawrinka, Switzerland. Winner of 16 ATP and 3 Grand Slam singles titles. 2008 Olympic champion in double. Current singles ranking 18. Highest singles ranking 3.
So Dan Evans and Stan Wawrinka have made their way out onto court. It is the fourth time that they will play each other. Stan Wawrinka has won the previous 3 meetings as well, the last of which coming in Queens last year when he won in straight sets. Played twice on the hard courts, once on the grass. Umpire there just reminding them to put the masks on for the coin toss.
Дамы и господа, просим вас занимать ваши места. Через несколько минут на центральном корте начнется матч Стэн Вавринка, Швейцария, и Даниэль Эванс, Великобритания. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. In a few minutes, a match between Stan Wawrinka from Switzerland and Daniel Evans from Great Britain is beginning on the center court.
When I get so low, you always lift me up. But now you think I know, never to wander from.
So the coin toss done, and our final match of the day out here on this centre court just about to get started. So Stan Wawrinka, the number 5 seed, up against Dan Evans of Great Britain. Should be a good match, this, to finish off here today. Let's just have a little look at the draw. And, of course, the winner of this one will take on the winner of the match that you've just seen, Yevgeny Donskoy, who beat Igor Gerasimov in straights. And down the bottom there, Denis Shapovalov will now take on Viktor Troitsky instead of Sam Querrey. And the winner of that one will take on Adrian Manarino or Iva Ivashka in round 2. Well, Stan the man has had good success here in St. Petersburg previously. Made the final in 2016. He lost out to Sasha Zverev on that occasion, and also made the semis in the only other time that he came here back in 2018, eventually losing in the semis to Martin Klijan that year. So far this year, well, it started off brilliantly for Stan. Semi-final in Doha, then good run to the quarter-final, the Australian Open, and another quarter-final in Acapulco. And then when tennis resumed, he decided not to go to the North American hard courts and play the US Open in Cincy. Instead, just played a few challenges on the clay in Prague, where he won the first edition, beating Aslan Karatsev in the final. And then I think a little disappointed, won't he, Av, with that French Open run, losing in 5 to Hugo Gaston. But of course, Gaston then went on and actually had a great tournament.
Yeah, no disgrace there. I think it was a bit of a shock at the time, but Gaston, yeah, he played really well, and he's a tricky opponent. Wouldn't have known too much about the Frenchman, and he thoroughly deserved that victory. But, you know, he's looking for a strong end to the year now. Wawrinka, he's fit and healthy. He's, yeah, okay, he would have liked a few more matches, but really finish this year strongly as he possibly can. It's a good surface for him indoors, on the hard. Actually looking at his career wins, 16 career wins. Only one of them actually have come indoors on a hard court, but he has done very well on this surface, on the whole.
Yeah, he has, and someone else that'll be quite relieved, I think, to get off the clay and back on the harder courts is Dan Evans, who had such a great start to 2020. I think he was certainly one person that was ruining the fact that he had to take that extended break after making the quarters in Adelaide and quarters in Rotterdam, semis in Dubai as well. And since the return of tennis, I mean, it's been a bit of a struggle, hasn't it, Av?
Yeah, I think, you know, the clay court season, I don't think he ever felt like he was going to get much change off the clay. I mean, he's trying to play a hard court game on a clay court. I think that's his best chance. Didn't quite work out for him, but I think now back indoors, this is a surface that he's really comfortable on. Just got a little unlucky this week with the draw, actually. He was next to be seeded.
Yeah.
So this is what can happen when you don't just nab one of those seeding spots. you draw a seed like Wawrinka and all of a sudden you end up with a really tough draw, but nothing to say that he can't win this match.
Yeah, well, there is the confirmation that they've played each other 3 times. Wawrinka does lead that head-to-head 3-love, but certainly 2 of their matches. The first one, I'm sure everyone can remember, back in the 2016 US Open, when eventually Wawrinka came through 6-2 in the 5th. That was a tremendous match. And also in Indian Wells, the only other time they've played on a hard court last year, and it was Evo that won the opening set there before losing in 3. So it's certainly not been as one-sided as perhaps the 3-love head-to-head records suggest between these two. Final match of the day, Stan Wawrinka, the number 5 seed, up against Dan Evans.
Wir haben 6-Set bei der jetzt Stan Wawrinka.
So it's going to be Stan Wawrinka to start this one off.
Ready? Play.
Ball not bouncing too high on these courts. Do you think that Dan Evans' slice is going to be really effective today?
Yeah, I think that will come into good use today. Often is the case on all surfaces, but will be a little bit more effective. Able to keep it slightly lower, but also plays into Wawrinka's hands. Those big, heavy ground strokes coming through quickly and low. They're going to be difficult to deal with. Heavy is the word when it comes to Wawrinka.
It's a penalty. 30-15.
He used to slice on the clay a fair bit, but Evans, excuse me, it just doesn't have the same impact on a clay court. Don't quite get it right, don't get it through the court. It can sit there, especially in the conditions. Oh, having to play in during the French Open, especially. Long match against Nishikori, playing in pouring rain at times, that match, I remember. Ball was going nowhere.
Yeah, lost out in 5 in the end to Nishikori, 6-4 in the 5th. He's had some tough matches, in fairness, since the resumption of tennis. Evans lost to Milos Raonic, Western and Southern Open, after beating Andrei Rublev in the first round there, and we all know what an incredible year Rublev has had. Hamburg drew Stefanos Tsitsipas, the eventual runner-up in the opening round there. I know Nishikori's not been playing too much because of the injury, but even still, I mean, it's a tough draw for Evans' first round.
Against the big hitters, the big players, you have to try and impose yourself early on. Set the tone.
Left for serve.
Yeah, that is just class from Dan Evans. Amazing feel on the court.
14-15.
Nice to find that sort of touch early on. Indication that he's dialed in.
So Evans with a nice, comfortable hold. 1 game all.
1 game. No penalty. No 15.
Yeah, it's just preempting that kicker out wide from Wawrinka. Evans just running around it, trying to hit that big forehand return winner.
It's back. Currently off that backhand wing from Wawrinka. A couple of errors early on.
That's good defending from Evans.
That's why his slice backhand is so good, Evans. Just neutralises situations there. He actually almost turned defence into attack. Put that in such an awkward position for Wawrinka. Dragging him forward and wide.
That's very good from Dan Evans. Good patience shown. Just saying to Stan, well, try and hit through me if you can. Longest rally of this match so far. Probably the longest rally of the day, in fact. Evans with the early break, 2-1. Well, Evans, of course, played a lot during the break. The Battle of the Brits competition that was set up, and he won the first edition of that, beating Andy Murray in the semis and Kyle Edmund then in the final. You did a bit of that, didn't you?
Yeah, I was very impressed with his level of play there. Tough competition, they all wanted to win. Some good wins, some really good tennis from Evans and Murray as well. Kyle Edmund was in good shape, and then the team competition came a few weeks later as well, the mixed competition. Played in good spirits as well. That's what they were looking for during lockdown, an opportunity to still compete and play plenty of matches, stay in shape.
So Dan Evans with the early break in this opening set. See that yet to hit a topspin backhand, Evo. Just concentrating on that backhand slice.
Yeah, I think that number's going to be pretty close to 100 throughout the match from Evans. His first topspin backhand, it's a good one. Wawrinka's going to have to use his slice backhand a touch more, because it is difficult to attack those low slice backhands from Evans. Got to be a fraction more patient before you try and pull the trigger. Well, he had a good look at what Wawrinka was going to do there. Was he going to stay back or was he going to come forward? Don't often see that.
Yeah, good pace behind that serve from Evans, 200 kilometers an hour. That's good running from Evans, but pretty simple put away in the end.
Finding his range in that regard, Wawrinka, when to come forward and then picking the right volley to play. That was good feel. Going to have to come forward, Wawrinka, this evening, you feel. Expect the slice backhand to be kept nice and low. You've got to be ready for it.
So, 14-13.
Oh, was there to be attacked. Slice was just a little short from Wawrinka. Oh, what a get from Wawrinka. It's an unbelievable dig.
A superb rally from both. What a shot this was from Evans to get it that deep. Thought he'd won the point, but touche.
Nice little change up from Evans.
Seen a couple of brilliant bits of feel from Evans early on. Loved this close as well with the volley. Knew he had to take it early, so Wawrinka couldn't get himself set at the net. Drove forward, Evans. He's a natural around the net.
That's brilliant again from Dan Evans. It's been a super start to this match.
Oh, this is stark contrast from what we've seen from Evans the last 3 or 4 weeks.
And serve right into the body. No room for Wawrinka.
Played a lot indoors as a young junior, Evans. His junior career, Nottingham and Loughborough area.
Oh.
Can't be too disappointed with the return of serve, but Wawrinka on that very quickly, using the pace to his advantage.
Bit of good fortune with the forehand, but it was a very clever backhand that Evans hit. Just got it dipping at the toes of Wawrinka.
Yeah, to put the brakes on, you just can't really attack it. Did his best to get the length. To be fair, the only way that ball was going to get past him was by the net cord there. Up and over the racket.
Well, he's certainly having to win these points 2 or 3 times over at the moment, Wawrinka.
I've seen a full array of skills from both the opening 20 minutes here. This is really impressive stuff. Lots of rallies ending on winners, forced errors.
It's just signs that certainly that backhand of Wawrinka is just beginning to heat up.
14-20.
Didn't need to be this deep, but it dropped in.
Well, that's a tough hold, but an important hold. Manages to stay just that single breakdown. It's still Evans in front, 3-2. I think Wawrinka will be a little disappointed with the clay court campaign that he had, especially after the success that he had in the challenges in Prague, winning one and then unfortunately having to retire from another. Of course, he was involved in that match in Romov that you and I did against Lorenzo Musetti, who really announced himself on the big stage.
It was an inspired performance by him, behind closed doors as well.
Yeah.
He didn't have the Italian crowd on his side, but boy, did he play well. He was the worthy winner that evening. Went on to back it up that week too.
Yeah, beat Nishikori immediately after Wawrinka. Of course, bageled Wawrinka in that opening set as well, before eventually beating him in a second set tiebreaker. Well, it's been good stuff so far. Opening 20 minutes. Evans with the break. It's a British net so far.
15.
That is a return he likes to play, Wawrinka, the chip forehand. Played it a lot already this evening. It looked really controlled.
Another comfortable hold for Evans. Just had to fend off that one break point that Wawrinka had a look at in this opening set. 4-2 now. 5 winners, 2 unforced errors so far for Evans, so it's been very solid. Given nothing away.
Open at 15. Eight seconds. 13-15.
It's hard to beat Evans at that kind of game.
Yeah, he'll enjoy those sorts of exchanges.
13.
It's very good. When he's on the full stretch, Evans creating those type of shots, particularly off the backhand wing. Get that deep enough. Nudge it towards the baseline.
So 14-13. Juice. Next person.
First ace for Wawrinka.
And that is the one advantage he does have, that brute strength on the serve. He can consistently send them down around that 215 kilometers an hour mark. Yeah, and again, big power that.
Yeah, another important hold for Wawrinka. It's certainly not coming easily at the moment, but he's staying in touch. Evans leading 4-3.
I don't always expect to beat, break Wawrinka a couple of times a set. One break of serve is realistically all you're looking for, making sure you hold your own. So far, Evans has done well, saving that one break point.
At 35 years of age now, here's Stan. I think making it back inside the top 10 still very realistic of.
Absolutely. I was just looking at the point situation for him, and I think it's doable from now to the end of the year if he has a good run. Playing here, it's a 500 event. He's down to play in Vienna as well, and then you've got the Masters 1000 in Paris,
Yep.
just around the corner too. I think it's doable.
Well, still a good number of fans inside this arena. Just gone 8:30 in the evening here in St. Petersburg. This is the last of the singles matches of the day out on this court. We do still have one doubles to finish up, though. New balls here for Evans. 4-3. That was a real surprise tactic from Evans there, the serve volley off the second serve.
15.
He's used the chip return a lot, so it gives you the option to get forward and close down the net.
Yeah, it's right on the junction.
Well, there's no challenges.
Old habits die hard.
Probably not realised that there's no lines people on the court either.
Yeah. I think Wawrinka sometimes uses that chip return a little too much. Would you like to see him go for a few more returns?
Yeah, occasionally, I think. Absolutely. You can mix it in. Against the big servers, it comes in very handy, but I think you can be a bit more aggressive at times too.
Certainly a lot more errors at the moment coming from Wawrinka's racket than Evans. 10 unforced for Stan, just the 2 so far for Evans. Playing very solidly at the moment. 7 winners to just 2 unforced. It's wide again, so Evans holds and moves to within a game of taking this opening set, 5-3.
He's forcing Wawrinka to aim for very small targets right now because he's scrambling so well. He's defending very well, Evans. A lot of balls back into play when he's under pressure. He's stretched out, having an effect.
How hard is it, for someone like Wawrinka when you've got to generate your own pace as well a lot of the time, because there's so little pace coming from the Evans racket?
It's trickier, absolutely. Every player likes to feed off a little bit more pace off the ball, redirect it. It's a little higher for him, but the added difficulty is that it's coming low as well. It's coming through to you very low, so you're having to not attack it as you normally would like to on a ball like that. You have to hit up on the ball. There's a balance you have to find. Still be aggressive, but there's got to be an element of safety to it also.
Well, this has been a pretty wretched game from Stan Wawrinka and Dan Evans. We'll have a look at 3 set points. Well, 4 consecutive errors for Stan Wawrinka, and it's Dan Evans who in just 35 minutes has the opening set in his back pocket by 6 games to 3.
Well, a perfect, excuse me, set of tennis as far as Evans is concerned there. Did everything very well. Was aggressive. Seen how effective the slice backhand has been for him once again. Those numbers very good from the Brit. 7 winners, just the 2 unforced errors. It's not as if he's playing defensive tennis either. He's done a fair bit of that, but he's also attacked the ball nicely. Wawrinka coughing up a few unforced errors. Evans forcing him to the lines on occasion. Both men doing well when coming forward. 4 of 6 points, 1 at the net. Wawrinka with a slightly better first serve percentage, but it was Evans that got a couple of breaks a serve in that opening set. In control here. Wawrinka just trying to get himself going, perhaps. It's been a little flat so far from the number 5 seed, but take nothing away from the way that Evans has played. Gave him no freebies at all, and it will be Evans to start us off in set 2.
And that's it. 15.
It's only the second time that he's tried to hit that topspin backhand today. Big shout of no as soon as he hit it.
For someone 5'9", he does maximise that service motion. Gets a lot of shoulder rotation, leg bend, and then drive up into the ball.
Ooh, wasn't far away.
14-15.
Yeah, very impressive opening service game from Dan Evans. Wawrinka has to try and get a foothold in this match sooner rather than later. Anything you'd like to see from Stanov?
Just execute a little bit better, cut down on the unforced errors as well. Got himself in good positions and hasn't quite pulled it off, and have to be patient against Evans. Evans has played very well up till now. Measured from Wawrinka. Evans found some good length, but didn't overplay there. And Stan.
Another.
Make that number 3.
Yeah.
13-15.
Maybe luck's on your side. It's on your side, I guess.
It's beautiful feel from Wawrinka.
Might have even been a call from Evans to say I didn't get up to it either. It was very close. Umpire didn't call it. Oh no, I think he got it up.
I think he got there.
Yep.
There's controversy at Roland Garros in one of the women's matches there.
Oh, Mladenovic.
Yeah.
Sigmund.
5-1 up at the time and
set point.
Set point.
So I put it 14-13.
You just feel at the moment, more often than not, when those kind of extended rallies develop, that the error is going to come from the Wawrinka racket rather than the Evans racket.
Watching advantage.
Well, got there in the end, Wawrinka.
Wasn't the easiest ball to deal with. Drive volley. Gotta make sure you accelerate through it. Any sort of deceleration, you can miss it.
Penalty. 15.
Just no let up with this pressure from Evans, no hesitation when he's coming forward. Seems as if he's thinking very clearly out here.
He's had 6 top 20 wins already this year. There's Dan Evans going back to the ATP Cup right at the start of the year, where he beat Goffin and Alex de Minaur. That was an amazing match, that de Minaur match.
I think it's probably one of the best matches he's played in his career, not only this year.
Just wide, so Evans holds again. Wawrinka still's just had that one look at the break point in the opening set, but other than that, it's been pretty straightforward for Evans on his own serve. 2-1.
He'll be very happy to keep this sort of level up for the rest of the match. Good shot, and he'll come away with a W. Move on here. Precise with that grip, doesn't have too much longer.
He doesn't have the Gasquet pace, does he? The re-grip.
All the way up the grip as well. Gasquet is probably a third up the grip. Oh, he's got to start again here. A few wrinkles in the grip. Doing a lot of good things so far is Evans. Varying up the play nicely. Taking a little extra time here just to get the grip right. He's mixed up his play well, using the slice predominantly on the backhand side, and he's spread the court nicely. And that's very difficult, I think, for Wawrinka to have to deal with those different types of spins, the low one and then the slightly heavier one. The topspin forehand as well, and he's been predominantly peppering that backhand wing.
15.
Good play for Wawrinka. I like the way he drove forward to the net there, attacked the volley with the legs. Don't want to let that one start dropping.
It's a penalty. 13-15.
Trying to get forward a little bit more, maybe here for Wawrinka. He knows if he goes into that backhand wing of Evans, more often than not, he's going to get that slice back. Well, one of his more comfortable service holds today. Levels it up at twos.
That time, the net cord didn't work in his favour. Sat there nicely for Wawrinka to deal with. Bit of his own medicine there as well, Evans, having to dig up the initial volley. Good touch from Wawrinka.
Penalty. 15.
That's very good from Wawrinka. Great length there.
Super feel.
15-13.
From a low position. Couldn't have placed that one any better. That was right on the baseline. Got his body weight behind the final volley too. Just swept away this one.
It's very aggressive from Evans.
So
Can't simply just put that backhand back into court because you know he's coming forward, forced into going for something more than you normally would against other players.
It's an awkward one for Evans to deal with on that little half-volley pickup.
That's where the chipper does come in very useful on the returner serve. You can get it down like that. Evans forced to guess. Couldn't get the read.
Advantage, Evans.
Both their first serve percentages are very impressive, up in the 70s.
It's the first ace for Dan Evans today. See the advantage that he's got in this second set is not only the fact that he's a set to love up, but also with him serving first, he can just keep applying that scoreboard pressure and leads 3-2. Well, Evans broke into the top 30 for the very first time in his career earlier on in 2020, made a career high of 28 in the world. That was back on the 2nd of March. He's had a great year last year. Made the final in Delray Beach and did so well on the Challenger Tour as well. Final in France at the beginning of the year, and then of course won back-to-back Challenger titles on the grass in Surbiton and then in Nottingham, beating Viktor Troitsky in Surbiton and then Yevgeny Donskoy in Nottingham. Followed that up with a decent run in Eastbourne to the quarters and third round at Wimbledon. All in all, a pretty solid year for Dan Evans.
Time.
Well watched. To be prepared to play that one extra ball.
Straight down the middle.
It's a penalty. 13-15.
Don't see this enough on these sorts of balls. Opponent's probably going to guess one way or the other, so it's a good option.
Yeah, winning a lot more cheap and easy points behind that first serve in this set for Wawrinka. 11 from 12 in this set, where in the opening set he was winning just 62% of points behind that first serve. just wide. So 3 games all.
3 games. That's all. 15.
Yeah, that's a battle that Evans doesn't want to get drawn into. Topspin backhand exchange. He's very assured under that high ball.
Eyes for coming forward there, Evans, after that forehand. 8 of 13 points, one of the net thus far.
Well, he won't be happy that he's missed that return, Wawrinka.
Well, he had time to drive through that one, you felt. It's more on the forehand side. You want him to be more aggressive there on the backhand.
Yeah, he's pretty much chipped every single return, whether it be forehand or backhand today. Yeah, I think Wawrinka thought the previous shot from Evans was drifting wide. Just had to very quickly regroup. He's just applying a little more pressure in this second set for Wawrinka, but at the moment doesn't have any reward for that. Evans still leads 4-3. What do you think Evans' goals should be, Arv, in terms of that ranking? You think getting inside the world's top 20 is very doable?
Is it very doable? I think it's very, very tough.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be tough, but there's certainly going to be a goal. It has to be a goal. He's been inside the world's top 30, get himself back in there, and definitely he can finish the year entrenched inside that world's top 30, that he's done very, very well, and then go from there. And a lot of good players, and he doesn't have the luxury. Some of the players stepping up on the baseline and bombing down those big serves and getting through easy service games. Yes, he can do it, but you know, it comes a little tougher for him, but it's definitely a goal, but it's going to be tough. I'm not saying he can't.
time he steps to the line now, Wawrinka, the pressure just increases slightly. He knows that any mistake could well see him exit this tournament. 3-4, new balls.
Thank you. Спасибо. Музыка, пожалуйста. Спасибо. Love 15. Ball penalty. 15.
Nicely done. Well controlled. 1-2 combination from Wawrinka. Lovely shape to the backhand. Kept it away from the danger, the net.
Yeah, it was an excellent return from Evans, just immediately put him on top of that point, and now this turns into a very big point at 30-all. A good second serve.
Really tucked up there, just trying to get that ball away from him. Couldn't find the length.
Just wide. So Wawrinka comes through from 30-all.
That's enough. 15. Penalty. 15.
Just the 2 unforced errors in the opening set from Evans. 6 so far in this second set. Still a good number, still pretty low.
Yeah, a bit of a miss hit from Wawrinka, pounced on by Dan Evans.
30-50.
Got to hit that miss-hit spin off the ball, so you've got to attack it.
It's too good. A Stan special.
It's his trademark. Absolutely vaporized that one. As big as some players' forehands today.
Well, there was an increase in the intensity level from Wawrinka. Couple of those forehands, absolutely enormous. He knew the importance of the point, and he does have a look at a break point. That's very good from Evans, throwing in the serve volley.
Juice.
And again, this time off the second serve.
Advantage.
Brave, gutsy play. But it is his strength.
Juice. Advantage. Minutes.
Spreading it nicely, keeping it low there, Wawrinka. So awkward. Naturally, Evans is going to be just falling to his left slightly after a serve like that, so he's having to physically get himself across, and that's tough.
Advantage, Evans.
Well, only his second ace, but it's come at a very nice time for Evans. It's just wide. It's a great hold from Dan Evans, a big fist pump. He is just one game away from the second round.
Just got a quick glimpse of his agent. There's his agent, Nathan Rooney, with him here this week. No Mark Hilton, he's back at home. Having a rest week. From travel, that is, anyway. He'll be very happy with the way his charge is playing right now. That's a great game, great service game to come through there, under real pressure.
So Stan Wawrinka under the pump here, having to hold serve to try and stay in this tournament. 4-5.
Started to come in a lot more in the second set, Wawrinka, and it's been a successful play for him. 10 of 11 points, one at the net in this set.
That's a lovely touch from Wawrinka, showing no sign of being under pressure in this service game so far.
That time he had to deal with topspin and not underspin, slice. Oh, and dipping. He really took care of it, got down to the level of the ball.
So hold to love. No problems at all for the number 5 seed. On we go, 5 games all. Yeah, sensibly decided to let that one bounce. Evans could have tried to take it on the drive volley out of the sky, but percentage play. Yeah, it's clever. Wawrinka expecting the drop shot, perhaps. Just sending that backhand long with plenty of length, almost on the baseline. So worst case for Evans will be a tie break. Once again, Wawrinka will have to hold to try and take us there. Always so positive on the court is Dan Evans. Lots of fist pumping and shouts of come on, always trying to just portray really positive body language. Can sometimes rub people up the wrong way. I mean, he was embroiled in a bit of controversy at the French Open in his doubles match, where it was a bit out of order, I thought. I don't know whether you saw it, Alf, when one of the guys he was playing was almost accusing him of cheating, suggesting that he didn't want Evans to look at a mark. He wanted his partner to look at it instead because he kind of didn't trust what Evans would say. Quite rightly, I think Evans took umbrage to it.
Yeah, something like that would rub Evans up the wrong way, I think. Slight improvements there you could see on the Wawrinka accuracy on serve. It's making Evans work a lot harder on his serve as well, his second set.
Well, there's a hold to love the last time that Wawrinka was serving to stay in the match. What can he find here at 5-6? Well, for Wawrinka, he was a little tentative with that first backhand.
We found the length on the volley. Could have done with more width there instead of length. That just gave Evans the opportunity to flick that one cross court.
Oh, it was another venture forward from Wawrinka, but Evans did well with the forehand, just got it dipping. Real chance here for the Brit. Oh, he's dragged that one. The backhand was very close. The forehand was wide, and out of nowhere, Dan Evans will have a look at 3 match points.
Sensor 15-14. 8 sets, so. Thirteen, 14. Left, second two.
Oh, well dealt with. And 3 match points come and go.
A couple of brilliantly measured backhands from Wawrinka. Just had enough width to that, just to drag Evans 1 or 2 steps further wide.
Watch it. Advantage, Wawrinka.
Big serve from Wawrinka, 218 kilometers an hour. What a hold this would be. Yeah, some holds from the number 5 seeds. Can Dan Evans quickly put those missed opportunities to the back of his mind as we head into this second set tiebreaker? Oh, can you believe he's missed that?
Well, he did all the hard work, digging up those backhands. Missed the easiest one out the lot. Plenty of space, room there to play with too. Just got it all wrong. Yeah, he's done that very well in this second set. Timed his moves forward. Finished more points off at the net. Remember when they met for the first time at the US Open 2016, Evans had a match point. Ended up losing that one.
Fantastic touch, but it's the backhand that is looking in fine order at the moment.
3-0, Wawrinka.
Just doesn't look like he's going to miss that backhand cross court right now. He's hit hard and with plenty of width to it again. He's able to break that single sideline pretty early. Physically difficult for Evans to having to keep on lunging out there.
He's on the scoreboard at least in this breaker.
4-1, Danica.
First point, though, of this tiebreaker. Think back on that when Evans had the simplest of backhands, really, to get off and running. Just immediately put Wawrinka in front and in charge.
Left for some.
Don't write Evans off just yet. 4-love becomes 4-2.
That's what the players do get to see if it is a close call on one of the electronical boards here around the court.
Wawrinka did well. Wasn't a bad sneak forward from Evans. Just found himself slightly out of position. Oh, this time it's Wawrinka getting a little bit of luck with that let cord.
6-2, Danica.
So after saving 3 match points, Wawrinka now with a look at 4 set points of his own.
Chase 3. 6-3, Danica.
Got the feet in order there, created the space for himself.
Red for some.
The return is long, and somehow Stan Wawrinka is able to take this second set. Dan Evans, will he rue those 3 missed match points? Just over an hour, Wawrinka takes it on the breaker, and we're heading the distance.
Impressive from Wawrinka to recover from that almost impossible situation. 3 match points in a row for Evans. That one's gonna hurt. He's gonna have to quickly try and erase that from his memory. It's gonna be a 1-set shootout to decide this opening match. Wawrinka doing really well from the back of the court. 22 winners, cut down on the unforced errors as well. It's a nice ratio for Wawrinka, and a big change in the game plan, coming forward a lot more in that second set. 17 of 20 points won at the net. Still, first serve percentage for both is good. Neither could get the breaker serve. It was just a better tie break in the end for Wawrinka, and those missed match points from Evans. Wawrinka held his nerve.
So both Dan Evans and Stan Wawrinka just nipping off court at the end of that second set. It's going to be fascinating to see how Evans in particular responds in this decider. He'll be thinking that he should be back in the locker room now, in an ice bath or something like that. Those 3 match points at Love 40, then went on to lose 9 points in a row, did Evans, from that point. So it's a real turnaround from Wawrinka. So much more aggressive, wasn't he, Arv, in that second set, certainly as the set went on.
Yeah, we mentioned the numbers when coming forward. That was a major part to his success, being able to get through some slightly easier service games as well midway through the rally. That goes a long way. He can just start to mount the pressure. Having said that, Evans had the match points. He had himself in a great position there. It's not as if Evans did anything too drastically wrong. It's just Stan was able to find some big serves, some big hitting from the back of the court.
Yeah, 22 winners in that second set compared to just 9 in the first set for Wawrinka. It's going to be the Swiss to start us off in the decider. Yeah, he's got it right on the back edge.
Love it.
He's hit that backhand so well. It's half an hour or so. We've seen some really effective ones up the line, like that one, and also the one cross court. He's just controlling the rally from that position of the court, that wing.
That's it, 15-30.
Yeah, he's found this one. Lovely pass from Evans and an immediate look at a break point. Oh, it was just wide. Perfect start to this decider for Dan Evans. Breaks straight away.
And that's what you like to see if you're Team Evans right now. Great response, put that disappointment behind you. Maybe just Wawrinka guilty of taking his foot off the pedal there. It's always natural to have that slightly mini celebration when you win a set like that and you save match points. Give yourself a breather. Can't afford yourself that luxury.
First double for either player so far today. It's enormous hitting from Wawrinka. Cross-court forehand. That huge injection of pace. That was a clever slice from Wawrinka.
Just forced Evans to go up the line, the slightly higher part of the net. That is the goal, just try and get it below the height of the net and get him volleying up.
time than he, I think, thought then for Wawrinka. He could have quite easily just hit a normal topspin forehand with the second one. This one coming up just here.
Eight sets off. 13-14.
Oh, can Evans do to Wawrinka what Wawrinka did to Evans back end of that second set? Come back from love 40 down. He saves all 3 break points.
Juice.
That's an aggressive approach to a safe target. Backed himself at the net.
Net. Listen.
It's good aggressive tennis from Evans, just taking time away from Wawrinka. Constantly try and just slice it back into court. It's just flushing it.
Oh, this is becoming a physical battle for Evans. Evans just doing laps right now. Full-on lunges into the corner just to get the ball back into play, taking him back to his squash days, this. That's just chipping away at the fitness levels.
So 4th chance now for Wawrinka. Well, that'll be a tough pill to swallow for Dan Evans after coming back from love 40, saving the 3 break points. Wawrinka is still able to break back, and we're back on serve. He's arguably hitting the ball
15.
better now than he has done so far in this match. Wawrinka, just everything is seemingly right out of the middle of the strings.
It's
That's a smart serve from Wawrinka. I don't know whether he saw Evans just moving around to his backhand side, give himself a little space to hit the forehand return, and he just sent it straight down the tee.
a penalty. 13-15.
Wow, another one right on the line. Huge, effortless power from Wawrinka.
Game 11.
So after falling an early breakdown, Wawrinka has wasted little time in finding himself back in front in this deciding set. Just over a quarter of an hour played in this decider, 1-2.
Done very well to start to dictate more points. Second and the beginning of this third set, opening game, I think was just a lack of focus, concentration, just left him for a few moments, but he's back on track once again here, Wawrinka. Playing a bit further up the court and pushing Evans further back. He's making him work physically very hard right now, getting to chase down a lot of balls, Evans.
So our final match of the day out here on this centre court is finely poised. Wawrinka finding himself in front on serve though.
Time.
Just evidence of how he's been pressing Evans there, playing inside the baseline a lot of the time. Wawrinka, a lot of that is making those moves forward, very proactive. You feel Wawrinka getting to the forecourt.
Again, the let cord just giving Wawrinka a little more time there to weigh up the forehand.
15.
You do feel he's owed a couple, don't you?
Yeah.
They tend to even themselves out.
It's a penalty. 13-15.
Yeah, just forcing Evans back, just opening up the court. Yet another backhand winner up the line.
That's just pinpoint accuracy, and he's gone both ways, so you just can't get a read on it. Evans not able to move a muscle there, split stepping on the same spot and not able to make a move.
Oh, did enough with the return, Wawrinka. And now Evans is in a whole heap of trouble as the number 5 seed has a look at a break point. Well, what a turnaround. It's 3 games in a row for Stan Wawrinka after falling an early break down in this decider. He now finds himself a break up, 3-1.
Good feel. Just nipping that one away around the outside of the ball. Good racket head control, that.
Got great depth with the approach for Wawrinka off that backhand slice.
Just continues to plough forward. There's just no hesitation. Not looking to play that slice and think about moving forward. He's just got eyes on getting to the net. He's doing so well in that regard.
Well, it's one-way traffic at the moment in the direction of the Swiss. He's just a couple of games away from the second round. 1-4. Well, Wawrinka, he turned 35 years of age back at the end of March. Certainly no signs or nothing mentioned that retirement is in the air, or even in his thinking. Wawrinka, he's arguably in the best shape that he's ever been as well. Anyone that follows him on social media, I think Stan knows it as well, the amount of topless photos that he puts up with his six-pack out.
Yeah, he was getting a bit of grief from Novak, didn't he, the other day?
Yeah, he did, yeah. Stop breathing in.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think, I guess nothing is safe on social media, and you'll be picked up on it pretty quickly, even from your mates. Yeah, he's proud of what he's been able to achieve in that regard. Fitness levels gone up a notch or two.
Well, it looks a one-sided scoreline in this deciding set, but Evans has just got to keep reminding himself that he's only one break down.
And that is where he's made massive gains there, in my opinion. Wawrinka upped it by 11k on average. That is very impressive off the backhand wing, and he spread the play so well. The backhand, been going cross-court and up the line with it.
just feel as though the confidence has gone out of the Evans game at the moment. Doesn't mean too much of that from Wawrinka. Look at the errors that he's made in the previous 2 sets. 13 in the opening set, 12 in the second, just 3 so far in this third. That's good.
13-15.
Oh, another one, bang on the line.
Just looking very composed in those sort of positions on the court, Wawrinka. Lots of time there to line that one up. Scott Evans on the run.
Petersburg. 14-13.
Brilliant tennis from Wawrinka.
An intelligent return of serve that was. It just got Evans moving immediately, and then he could just take control once again. There's not a whole lot you can do from back there if you're Evans.
Advantage.
He's having to press, and it comes with more risk.
And this essentially a match point for Wawrinka. Oh, what a response to the double fault.
Juice.
One of the biggest of the evening for Evans, if not the biggest.
Roger. Advantage Evans.
Well, it's that return again, isn't it? It's causing so much trouble to Evans.
That is so difficult to pull off. Changing direction of the ball as aggressively as he does there. I mean, that is impressive. Can do no wrong off that backhand wing at the moment.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Advantage hits.
Keeps it to a single break here. It's still doable. Superb. Bit of skill in disguise.
Oh, it's just long. So Evans survives. As I've said, still very much in touch, just that one breakdown.
4 games to 2.
Just making it look ridiculously easy.
59.
Swats it away, doesn't he? 18th backhand winner. He's hit 19 forehand winners.
And another one to the growing collection.
Oh, sorry, that was the 18th. 43 overall.
Net. First. It's a penalty. 30-15.
Well, to deal with the initial one, that is a volley that he's expecting to play a lot of the time, but good width on that second one from Evans, and good response from him too. Good body language. He still believes he can get back into this one.
So a penalty. 40-15.
Great serving. So Wawrinka moves to within a game of round 2.
5 games to 2.
Evans will serve at 2-5.
Hasn't done a lot wrong in this third set. Evans got the early break, but actually Wawrinka played a good game to break back, and Wawrinka's certainly upped his level. Set and a half or so. Hold the serve here for Evans, and he'll ask Wawrinka the question.
Time. Et maintenant, 59.
That was a super dig. The first one from Evans.
Well, that is great athleticism, and this is what being a good net player is all about. If you're Evans, full stretch, being able to somehow shovel that ball back over the net, give yourself a chance. It's not all about hitting nice crisp volleys all of the time.
So, 13.
So Evans quickly holds to love and says, over to you, Stan. Can he serve this match out at 5-3?
Love your team.
Oh, what a forehand Evans has found there.
Well, it was under all sorts of pressure, way behind the baseline there. That is a brilliant bit of skill there. Didn't have much space to aim for. Still got some speed in those legs.
That's another error from Wawrinka. And Evans with 3 chances to get back on serve. Wow. Oh, what a horror show that was from Stan Wawrinka. All credit to Evans. He looked down and out, but just like that, we're back on serve at 4-5.
Well, the importance of just hanging in there when he could have easily gone a double break down. He held. It was a great service hold, and that's why you never throw in the towel, because you never know. You lose that opening point and pull off that forehand up the line, and feeling good about things. Just a little nervy there towards the end from Wawrinka. A couple of mistakes. Doesn't look like throwing in those sort of errors in this third set. Always a case of how many unforced errors, but it's when they come, and a couple of really costly ones there for him.
Yeah, it's a little similar to his opening service game of this third set. Evans has still got a hold, mind you. So back on serve. Late on in this deciding set. Evans now serving, though, to stay in this match at 4-5.
Kept driving forward there. See how he moves diagonally to that volley. Cut down the angles, move across the court. You're going to get yourself in trouble there.
Penalty. 14-15.
That's another very quick fire hold from Evans. So from 5-2 down, it is back at 5 apiece. Excellent from Evans. Great anticipation, then great touch with the lob.
Once Wawrinka going the wrong way with the volley. He's been dealing with those very well, but Evans taking advantage of it. Yeah, there's a lot of time to think about it. If it was up there for an age there.
15.
Can't afford to second guess yourself on a shot like that. Pick your spot, remain aggressive. Don't focus too much on the other player.
Left. 30.
Great defence from Evans, finding such good length.
15 and 13. Ball 30. So 30. 40, 30.
That's clutch serving from Stan Wawrinka. Evans applying plenty of pressure. Once again, the Brit will have to step to the line and hold serve to stay in it and take this decider to a tie-break. He's been on the wrong end of a couple of close ones with Wawrinka in a couple of their previous meetings as Evans. I've mentioned earlier that match at the US Open in which he had a match point, led by 2-1, and then eventually lost that full set tiebreaker 10 points to 8 before Wawrinka took the fifth set 6-2. And then in Indian Wells last year, Evans winning the opening set on a breaker before losing out 6-3 in the third. So he'll feel as though he's due one. He feels as though there's just been a little dip in the level of Wawrinka to the level that he was playing at the start of this third set. So 5-6, just coming up to 10:30 at night here in St. Petersburg. So they've still got a doubles to play, don't they? Murray and Skupski up against Tachanov and Rublev. So they're going to be playing late into the night. Couple of times Wawrinka's done well with that just slice backhand, managed to get cross court and force Evans into playing a really tricky volley.
Making contact just inside the service line, so that was going to be tough. Would have liked to have been a bit closer to the net there, Evans.
was a sloppy one from Evans.
Love 30. And that's it. 30.
Time on the volley.
15, 30.
Didn't overplay it, went for accuracy.
Pour 30. 30.
Couldn't make the second one, Evans. And Stan Wawrinka will have a look at a match point.
8 set, so 30-14.
He was there, just couldn't get the elevation he was looking for.
Thank you.
And Stan Wawrinka comes through a real battle with Dan Evans. Extends the head-to-head advantage to 4-0. And Stan, the man who's had so much success here in the past, runner-up in 2016 and semi-finalist the last time here in 2018, is into round 2 in 2020, coming through in 2.5 hours, 7-5 in the third.
Yes, he certainly showed his mettle this evening. Things could have just slipped away there towards the end for Wawrinka, but he really stayed strong there. No, it's a good game to break. Going to be a tough one for Evans to swallow. 3 match points in a row that he missed out on. That's going to hurt for a while. I think he can take the positives from the performance. He did play well. This guy just upped his game, you felt. Second and third set, started to hit the ball bigger from the back of the court. Became a lot more aggressive as well. Continued to come forward.
Stan, can we ask
paid off in the end.
to stand in the spotlight? Thank you.
So let's hear from Stan Wawrinka now.
Social distancing. Well, congratulations, Stan. You saved a triple match point in this match. Then you were 5-2 up in the third, but then you lost many games. But at the end of the day, you prevailed. What helped you to win today?
You are too far. I cannot hear you, but I will try to guess what you ask.
Well, the question is simple.
No, it's okay. I got it. No, yeah, it was a tough level. Always difficult when I play against Dan. He's a great player. Always some tough battle against him today. Saved some important point in the second. I stayed focused on my game. I start to serve better and be a bit more aggressive. So really happy to be back here in St. Petersburg and to have won that match.
Ну что, Стэн говорит, что он слишком далеко от интервьюера, но в принципе он понял вопрос. Ну, я начал не очень хорошо, говорит Стэн, на матч, потом я улучшил игру, стал лучше подавать и в конце концов выиграл. И он очень рад тому, что снова играет здесь, в Санкт-Петербурге. Well, try to understand that second question. What do you think today of the crowd support? Obviously, the crowd was behind you. There was even a poster with Stan the man out there at the tribune.
I didn't hear anything. Can you repeat?
What
please?
do you think of the crowd support?
Huh?
The crowd support. What do you think of the crowd?
Oh, no, it's great. Thank you for being here. Always a pleasure to come back. Amazing support every time I come back here, and even if it's a tough moment in the world not to get full people here, it's always great to have you guys here, so thank you so much.
Вопрос касался поддержки публики. Ну здорово, ребята, что вы здесь. Конечно, мир сейчас переживает не самое простое время, но приятно тем более, что здесь находятся болельщики и нас поддерживают. Спасибо вам, ребята. Well, congrats, Stan, and good luck in the next match.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Поздравляем и удачи в следующем матче.
There's a big distance between the man asking the questions and Wawrinka, and I don't think the masks help. He couldn't really hear too many of the questions, Stan, but clearly very happy that he was able to come through that one.
Yeah, look at that number, 46 winners, and always impressive when he strikes a few like that, Wawrinka, particularly off that backhand wing as well. That was exceptional. Nearly an equal amount off the forehand and backhand for Wawrinka. 33 unforced errors. Yes, I think you're going to get a few unforced errors from Wawrinka, but that was a high level. I mean, Evans can't be too disappointed with his numbers either. More winners than unforced errors. He certainly played extremely well, but Wawrinka was able to up his game. First serve percentage from both, very impressive. Evans doing well behind his second serve. Little more effective behind his first, Wawrinka found some important aces as well, 7 in total. But that aggression coming forward from Wawrinka was telling, 24 from 32 from the net.
So Stan Wawrinka, the number 5 seed, books his spot alongside Yevgeny Donskoy in the second round. Donskoy, of course, coming through earlier on today against Igor Gerasimov. And this is down the bottom section of the draw. So Denis Shapovalov, the number 2 seed, will take on Viktor Troitsky now, who has come in as a lucky loser to replace Sam Querrey. And the winner of that one will take on either Adrian Manarino or Ilya Ivashka in the second round. So let's just remind ourselves of what has happened today. It's been a good day on our opening day here at St. Petersburg. 4 matches out on the centre court and just the 1 out on court 1. So this was the first one of the day. Tennis Sangren up against Aslan Karatsev, the Russian wildcard. And it was Karatsev who picked up a great win, his biggest win.